They paid $1.1 billion for a promise. A promise to be young again. A promise to feel relevant again. A promise that began with one confident sentence. We will not screw this up. 8 years later, that sentence became one of the most ironic quotes in Silicon Valley history. This is not just the story of Yahoo buying Tumblr. It is the story of chasing culture instead of understanding it, and how one decision became a symbol of decline. In 2012, Yahoo was not dead. That matters. Yahoo was still massive. Hundreds of millions of people checked Yahoo Mail every day. Yahoo News and Yahoo Finance were still everywhere. The company was still profitable. But the problem was not revenue. It was relevance. The internet had changed. Google owned search, Facebook owned social, Apple owned devices. Yahoo owned habits. And habits do not excite investors. Traffic was flat. Growth stories were gone. Yahoo was not failing fast. It was aging slowly. And slow decline is the hardest kind to reverse. In 2012, Yahoo made a bold move. They hired Marissa Mayer, one of Google's earliest and most respected leaders. The media loved it. Young, technical, product-focused. Her arrival created optimism, inside the company, outside the company. But optimism creates pressure. The board wanted growth, investors wanted a turnaround, the media wanted a headline. Small fixes were no longer enough. Yahoo needed something big, something symbolic. When companies cannot build the future fast enough, they try to buy it. In 2013, Tumblr looked like the future. It was young, creative, culturally powerful. Tumblr was not just a platform, it was an identity. Artists lived there, writers lived there, internet subcultures lived there. Tumblr had massive engagement, but very little revenue. Yahoo knew that. This was not a financial acquisition, it was a reputational one. Yahoo was not buying profits, they were buying a signal. A message that said, we still matter. In May 2013, Yahoo announced the deal. $1.1 billion. All cash. No stock. No hedging. And Marissa Mayer said publicly, we will not screw this up. The market cheered. Yahoo stock jumped. The press celebrated. For a moment, the story worked. Yahoo was relevant again. But the real test never happens at the announcement. It begins after the applause ends. Tumblr's greatest strength was freedom. Few ads, loose rules, creators first. Yahoo's strength was control. Advertisers, brand safety, predictability. The cultures were not just different, they were opposite. Advertisers wanted control. Tumblr users wanted expression. Changes came slowly. More ads, more oversight, and users noticed. Creators did not leave loudly, they left quietly, one by one. You can buy a platform, but you cannot buy culture and expect it to survive unchanged. Inside Yahoo, the warning signs were clear. Engagement slowed, revenue disappointed, but retreat was impossible. Admitting failure meant admitting a billion-dollar mistake. So Yahoo doubled down. More monetization, more integration, more control. And with every attempt to force growth, Tumblr lost more of what made it valuable. By 2016, reality could no longer be ignored. Yahoo wrote down hundreds of millions of dollars. Tumblr failed to deliver the growth Yahoo needed. In 2017, Yahoo's core business was sold to Verizon. Tumblr would later be sold again. this time for around $3 million. From 1.1 billion to almost nothing. This story is not just about money. It's about credibility. That quote, "We will not screw this up," became a warning. Yahoo did not collapse because of one deal, but the Tumblr acquisition accelerated the decline and gave it a symbol. The lesson is uncomfortable. Relevance cannot be purchased. Culture cannot be forced. And decisions made for perception often cost the most. Marissa Mayer was not incompetent. The mistake was human. A decision made under pressure, when the world wanted a headline, not a plan. Yahoo did not die overnight, but the Tumblr deal gave its decline a face, a number, and a story. If you want more stories about billion-dollar bets and corporate mistakes, subscribe to The Company Story. And tell us in the comments, which deal should we break down next? AOL, HP, or Boeing?